Hi, everybody. I'm Hub Arkush for Pro Football Weekly, along with Arthur Arkush. And the big news on the Tuesday of the second week of NFL training camps is Tyrann Mathieu. He gets a big deal. The Honey Badger has gotten paid, Arthur, $40 million guaranteed. He's going past Earl Thomas. He'll be the highest paid safety in football.
A 5-year extension for Mathieu, just 24 years old after just 3 seasons. Really an incredible story. Just 4 years ago, in a jail cell in Louisiana, contemplating suicide, kicked off the LSU program. Boy, has he turned it around. 2 All-Pro nods in 3 seasons. Now he's got the huge deal. And the money may seem surprising, but look, he's done it as a corner and as a safety. He's one of the NFL's most versatile players.
The money is surprising, though. Harrison Smith got the big deal just a couple months ago, $28 million guaranteed. This is $40 million guaranteed. And then you look at Eric Berry, who is arguably the more accomplished player, certainly an all-pro safety. He's going to have to play on the franchise tender this year. It speaks volumes about what the Arizona Cardinals think of Tyrann Mathieu and coming off an ACL on top of everything else.
Yeah, I think it speaks to the trust that both sides have built. Remember, just a couple years ago, 31 teams didn't even want to roll the dice on him. The Cardinals did. It was a decent risk in the 3rd round, but boy, is the reward huge. So obviously they trust Mathieu not only to kind of stay on the straight and narrow off the field, but obviously to overcome his 2nd serious knee injury in just 3 years. And everything he's shown us, he's been defying the odds over the past couple years. There's no reason he shouldn't again.
Yeah, talk about going for it. The Arizona Cardinals, the Chandler Jones trade appears to be working out well, doing very well at linebacker in training camp so far. Now you've got the tight end, Jermaine Gresham, saying he turned down $13 million guaranteed dollars from the Bears to take a 1-year deal to make a run at the Super Bowl. You plug in Mathieu. The Cardinals are going for it. There's no question about that. Now, Arthur, another team apparently going for it. It now appears that Dwight Freeney is an Atlanta Falcon. And really interesting, remember, he was signed late last year by the Cardinals, had 8 sacks in the last 11 games. Atlanta, one of the worst pass rushing teams in the league last year, has added Dwight Freeney at the age of 36, thinking he can punch that up.
Yeah, you think it's a young man's game. Freeney's 36, number 4 on the NFL sacks list, active list, and had to wait until obviously August to get his deal. But this just made too much sense not to happen. Like you said, the Falcons pass rush, obviously not good enough last year. Their biggest defensive asset, of course, is Vic Beasley, the 1st rounder. Worst case scenario is Freeney provides guidance for Beasley. I think the more likely scenario is that he continues to show he can add juice to a pass rush.
Yeah, these late, or actually I guess you would say early training camp signings of street vets. Remember, it was Arian Foster who went to Miami just a couple weeks ago. Looks now like he could be the starting back over Jay Ajayi. Now you plug in Dwight Freeney. I don't think Atlanta's bringing him in just to mentor Vic Beasley.
No, he showed, again, 8 sacks in 11 games last year. He now slides back into his natural 4-3 role. We may disagree on whether that's better or worse than him playing 3-4 linebacker with the Cardinals for only the 2nd time last year, but showed he can do it. Does he still have the absolutely blistering spin move? Maybe not, but he's shown he has more than one way to skin a cat, and again, this makes a ton of sense for Dan Quinn, a guy who obviously wants as much speed and as much playmaking on his defense as possible.
For all the best coverage of the league 24/7, stay right where we're at 24/7 again, ProFootballWeekly.com.